Hey, sugar. Hey, girl, I just watched some of your videos. I didn't know that I missed so many of your videos. I'm just doing a silent live, y'all. It's snowing here. I had to put Kitty in the garage last night. She's so happy that I brought her in the house. Well, she's not in the house, but she's in the garage, and I didn't have to work today, y'all. It's so cold. January is the coldest month. So, yeah. It's so pretty, y'all. And it's supposed to snow for the next couple of days. So, yeah, they just sent, my husband just called and said that they're sending them home. So, he's on his way home. I personally can drive in the snow, so I could have went to work today, but the girl that is at work, she doesn't live in the area. So, and then she had to come back tonight, so she was like she'd rather just stay, because if she doesn't stay, then she probably won't be able to come back tonight. So I just told her she could go ahead and work my shift and we'll play it by ear. But yeah, I can drive in the snow. Hey, 34 Nails, I'm watching your video right now. I got you on. I'm going to turn you up a little bit so you can hear. As you can hear, I'm watching your video. I'm recording the snow for y'all. Doing just a silent live, but I am talking to y'all for a minute. But I'm going to turn. I'm going to do your, I believe this, yeah, this is a 2-hour and 13-minute live, and then I'm going to do your 40-minute video, and that'll be your 3 hours. And don't forget, I'm binge watching your channel the last Wednesday of this month. I'm laughing because you laughing. I'm going to turn you down just a little bit, but I'm listening. So, yeah, I'm going to work tomorrow, so I don't know what to tell her. She can't take all my hours, look. Because I can drive in the snow, y'all. I learned how to drive in the snow. I used to live in Denver, Colorado. So when I was 16, 17, and 18, and that was my driving years, y'all. And I lived in Colorado, and that's how I learned how to drive in the snow. So I know how to drive in the snow. It's not a big deal. Plus, I work for the post office, and we have to drive in the snow. You know, we got to still deliver mail. Yes. Sorry I missed you. I don't know. It's just the only scary thing about driving in the snow is if you're like in a really bad area and it has black ice. Like if it rains and it's really freezing and then that rain freezes over and it turns into black ice and you can't really tell if it's black ice or if it's just like a dark part in the road or if you think it's just like rain there. That's really the only scary part about snow is black ice. But we don't get that much snow here. And we definitely ain't getting no black ice, y'all, because by Wednesday, this will be gone. Wednesday, the sun is coming out. So today is, what, Monday, y'all? Yeah, Monday. So it's going to snow today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday. Hey, Antoinette. She said look like something missing. It's pretty like that, girl. She said she gonna make it look right. So anyway, like I was saying, y'all, it's gonna be snowing all day today, all day tomorrow. Tuesday, and then Wednesday the sun is gonna come out and it's gonna melt everything, y'all, because it don't really snow here like that. The last time we had snow here, it was probably about 7 years ago. It doesn't snow here all the time. But I am from Kansas, y'all, so I grew up in the snow and I don't miss it. I don't really like the snow because I don't like cold. I don't like to be cold. I'm anemic, so I don't like cold. But it's pretty to look at, though. It's really pretty to look at. That's why it don't feel like a new year, y'all, because it's still winter. Like, how can it be a new year when it's still freaking dead outside? I know that the new year is like January the 1st for, that's the way the world celebrates it. But I don't consider it to be a new year until the spring when everything comes back to life and blooms and all the pretty flowers come back to life and all the trees come back to life. And, to me, that is a new year, spring. Yeah, I feel like we are just in the dead of winter right now. And it's so pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna let this lie. Y'all don't have to stay on here. True that. Yeah, exactly, Antoinette. Like, it is not like a new year. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not a new year. Like, if you just go by, if you just go by, like, okay, back, way back in the day, in biblical times, they went by, before they came up with time, like, time isn't even real, y'all. Like, I don't feel like time is real. So, like, before, like, man came up with time and came up with the calendar and came up with, the days and, Sunday through Saturday, everybody just went by, like, they went by the sunset and the sunrise. They went by, like, the stars in the sky. They looked up in the sky. They looked up in the sky and they seen the stars and they knew that shit. Like, I don't know. I couldn't, like, get no direction by looking up in the sky and seeing, like, the stars. But they would look in the sky and they would follow certain stars, and that's how they would know which way they was going, like their directions and stuff like that. And then they went by the seasons too, so yeah, a lot of stuff is just man-made. Like, January and February was added to the calendar. If y'all didn't know, it used to just be 10 months, y'all. We used to only have 10 months in a year, but January and February was added. I love history, y'all. I love history. I don't want to give y'all a history lesson, but if y'all are curious to know, just look it up. Because January and February was added because it was something about when man did come up with the calendar, and when time was set, when we were trying to set time, something about the sun wasn't matching up with the days, or the year wasn't matching up with there was a scientist involved, and they was saying that it just wasn't matching up, so they added January and February to make it match. So literally, before they added January and February, March was the first month of the year. So it was March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. December was the last month of the year, which makes sense. March is in spring, March was actually like January. So March was actually the first month of the year, March. So March was actually like New Year's back then. Look at the snow. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's just getting fluffier and fluffier and bigger and bigger. And if I get enough snow on the ground, I might go outside, y'all. I might go outside and make like a snow angel or something. But yeah, so doesn't that make sense though, y'all? Like, so March is spring. And if you think about it, March is like Easter. Yeah, so March is like Easter. March is like the Passover, when the Passover happened. That's why I had posted that video about the Passover, because that happened in March. And if you believe in the Bible, and if you ever read, it actually says it in the Bible, y'all. Believe it's Exodus. It actually says it in the Bible. It's in the beginning. So it's Genesis, Exodus. So Exodus is like the second book of the Old Testament. So in Exodus, it says it. Jesus was talking about, not Jesus, because that was before Jesus had even came. But yeah, Exodus. Thank you, sugar. So God had told, and y'all, bear with me because I ain't got my Bible. I'm just talking about this from memory from when I just studied it probably like 2 weeks ago. So, because I hadn't really ever studied it. I mean, I knew that January wasn't like really the beginning of the year, but this was the first time I actually really studied it. And so like God was telling Moses in Exodus, tell the people, this shall be the first month to them. This shall be the first month of the year to you. God told Moses to tell everyone that this month which was March, because he told Moses this when they were preparing for the Passover. So everyone knows that the Passover is in March, is in the spring. So God was telling Moses, go tell the people, I guess this is when they were trying to make a calendar, and this is when they were trying to establish some type of time and stuff like that. So he told Moses, tell the people that this month shall be the beginning of months. This month shall be the beginning of the year to you. And that was in March. So the calendar used to go from March to December. Yep. But, things change. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that things changed. But it's good to still know, like, the truth. You know what I mean? It's still good to know, like, how things were originated and how we did come up with January being a new year. Why? Yeah, it's good to know, sugar. Like, it's good. I like to know, like, my history. Even though I hated history in school, like, because most of that history was not even real anyway. But, like, real history, like, real stuff, that a lot of stuff is coming to the forefront now. A lot of stuff that we didn't know about is starting to come to light now. So you can find anything that you need to know now, especially like on TikTok. If you just want like a quick little history lesson, Google it on TikTok. Like, Google the origin of whatever. Like, Valentine's Day's coming up. Y'all, they said that hearts are upside down booties. Like, so I don't know. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. But all these things came from something, So I'm not ready to draw my upside down booties quite yet. Not ready yet. I think I want to do maybe one more winter set, y'all, because look, it's snowing outside. So I'm still like in my winter vibes. We still have about a month before Valentine's Day, so I'll probably start doing some upside down booties about 3. Hey, Destiny. About 3 weeks. Hey, honeybee. Before Valentine's Day. Or yeah, probably about 3 weeks before Valentine's Day. I know in the nail community, everyone starts a little bit early, you know, because we want to get that inspo out there. But y'all, I don't do that because I just do what I like to do. I have yet to, what is it called? Recreate a set from anyone. I have not done that yet, y'all. Usually when I just go in, hey, Lena. I usually just, you know, just freestyle it. Sugar, you haven't either? Yeah, I haven't. Like, I don't know. I just haven't done it yet. I don't know. And I think the reason why I haven't done it is just because everyone, when it comes to like the trends and stuff, everyone's doing the same thing. And I just be wanting to do something different. I get tired of seeing the same stuff. So I just freestyle. And plus, y'all, I just use what I have too. Like, I have bought all this stuff with my own money. So I basically take what I have and I, you know, just freestyle a set with the charms and stuff that I have with the... Yes, honeybee. It hasn't snowed here in years. So, like I was telling them, I was raised in Kansas City, Kansas. That's where I was born. And it snows big there. Like, I grew up in the snow. But I don't really too much care for the snow. And it is coming down, y'all. It is not going to stop. And the ground is starting to get covered. I put Kitty in my garage. I do have my garage cracked a little bit so she can go out if she has to use it. And hopefully she will go out when she has to use it, because I don't have a litter box or anything. And I was trying to think maybe I could make a litter box with like a cardboard box. And I have this big ass thing of like oatmeal. I had bought, like, I don't know what was going on. I think, oh yeah, y'all know when COVID had first came out and everybody was like going crazy thinking the world was going to end. I had bought a big ass thing of oatmeal, like a big, y'all won't even believe how big it is. It is a big old thing of oatmeal, like that steel oatmeal. Man, I was thinking that, you know, we weren't going to have no food. And the food was going to be gone at the grocery store. So I was like, we could live off oatmeal forever. I was like, we'll be able to live off this oatmeal for a year if we have to. I'm crying. So anyway, maybe, I mean, I can go out and get her a litter box and some litter. And y'all, I might actually have to do that because she gonna be in my garage for... I like oatmeal too, but I don't like that oatmeal, Destiny, because that's that thick oatmeal, you know what I'm saying, that they used to have back in the day when people was on welfare and stuff, and you had to go in the welfare line and get that big ass box of oatmeal. Not box, but that big ass tube, that container. And you can't cook that oatmeal in the microwave. You got to cook that oatmeal on the stove. Okay? Thank you, Destiny. So, anyway, y'all. I got a video coming out at 12. I hope I don't sound too boring. What's that? The garbage truck. I can't believe it. I've never seen that garbage truck before. Yeah, it was pre-recorded and I had preset it, so it's coming out at 12. But I was gonna redo the voiceover because I sound super boring, but I was like, oh well, I've already done it now, so I'm just gonna leave it. But Yeah, because I was just, it was one of those videos where you're just basically saying everything that you're doing. So, it's basically one of those videos. So, yeah, it's starting to come down harder and harder, y'all. And I thought I was going to have the house to myself, but they sent my husband home. So, he on his way home from work. So, yeah. I'm just going to leave this. I'm going to do what's his name? Um, what's his name, y'all? Dang it. If I wouldn't have thought about it, I would have known his name. But my boy, Bert, I'm going to do what Bert suggests. Hey, Diane. And make this a silent live because he schools you a lot on his videos, like on a lot of his lives and stuff. He'll tell you like different ways to like grow your channel and stuff like that. And he said do lots of silent lives, and I guess it's supposed to help you in some type of way. Maybe it helps you with your hours, your watch time and stuff like that. But I can't let this, I'm not gonna let it go on for too long. But and I'll be in and out talking. What does it say? Hold on, can you send me his link? Yeah, I'll send it to you when I get off, because this is my phone, y'all. Like, I need to get another phone because this is the only phone. This is my phone that I use. Hey, RX Nails. This is my phone that I actually use and that I record on. And I need to get me another phone just for like recording. Oh, you use your phone too? Yeah, so sugar, you know how it is. You got to get that them videos uploaded, and then you got to get it delete everything off your phone so you don't use up all your storage. So like I put everything in my app. So once you put it in the app, you can delete it out of your phone and you won't lose it. It'll be in your app so that you can. Yeah, I had bought some more storage for like $1.99 a month, and that's helped a lot. So I haven't been. Hey, Bert, I was just talking about you, about how you said to do like silent lives, even though I'm not being silent. So this is what this was supposed to be. But y'all started jumping on all surprised. So I started, talking to y'all, gave y'all a little history lesson, a little thuggish history lesson. Oh, yeah. That's what I was telling them you said. Yeah, y'all, Sugar, I'm always up early. I get up early because I got to get up early every day. So, like, my body won't even let me sleep in. I think the latest I could sleep in is probably, recording on Lena. The latest I could sleep in is probably 9 o'clock, and that's rare. I usually wake up at like 7:30 if I sleep in. Like, sleeping in for me is 7:30. But y'all look at it. It's still coming down, and the ground is starting to get covered. So, yeah, I'm going to let this silent live play. And we're going to see how much snow comes down within the next hour. I'll probably let this stay on for about an hour. And I'll be in and out. I'm in here watching my girl 34 Nails is live. So, yeah. And my husband, he'll be pulling up sometime soon. Yeah, Bert, I can't sleep late. Like these young bucks, they don't know. Like, as you get older, you can't sleep late. I remember as a teenager, I used to be able to just sleep all day. Just sleep. Hey, the cooking lady. Girl, your food be looking so good. And then you have like the easiest recipes. Yeah. 3 a.m. Gosh, Diane, I hope I don't ever have to wake up that early. That's holy hours. If I wake up at 3 a.m., Diane, I'm praying. Like, that means I need to pray for something, for someone or something. Okay, because that to me, that's holy hours. 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. If you ain't out partying, if you're asleep and you just wake up at 2 or 3, that means you need to pray. Like, that, for me, that means I need to pray. Like, something is definitely wrong. Somebody needs prayer. Somebody needs Jesus. If I get woke up at 2, and if nobody woke me up, like if the house is just silent, quiet, if the police ain't busting in my door, if everything is just normal and quiet, and I just wake up, I ain't gotta pee or nothing. Like, I just wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. Yeah, I need to pray, because that's not normal for me. That's not normal. Those are holy hours, honey. Those be holy hours. Uh-oh. It's starting to slow down a little bit. It's starting to slow down a little bit, y'all. No. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. My neighbor's trying to go somewhere. Knowing good and damn well they can't drive. Oh, gosh. He get on my nerves, y'all. My neighbor, he get on my nerves. The one that just left, he get on my nerves, y'all. In the summertime, he be out here in the middle of the road exercising. All in the middle of the road, just exercising every single day. Jumping jacks, push-ups. And people be trying to come in and they be blowing at him and he be waving. And I be like, they're not being nice. They want you to get out the road. Like, you need to move. But yeah, so like my house, I'm on the corner, y'all. I'm the first house. And that's across the street. They're the first house. See that brick right there? That's the beginning of the neighborhood. So I'm on the first house. I'm the first house of the street. So I'm the boss of the neighborhood, and I could see out my window everybody. So I be watching everybody to make sure everybody doing what they supposed to be doing. I'm just playing. But no, I am the first house. And so I hear like all the traffic and stuff like that. A lot of times I do my voiceovers at work, but now since it's so cold, y'all, I'm not doing that. I've been trying to do my voiceovers at home when I get a chance, because I can't, even if I have to go in my car, if it's too noisy in the house. Neighborhood watch, we don't have that, honey. We don't. Well, we used to, kind of like the little lady across the street, the little old lady that live over there. She used to kind of be like the neighborhood watch, but she's just nosy. That's all that is. It really ain't a neighborhood watch. She just really nosy. And then that house right there, next to the one with the flag, that house right there, one year, that house was like on fire. Like, it was so blazed up on fire, y'all. The news people came out here, and then this little lady across the street, well, she done got so old, her daughter had to move in with her. And her daughter came outside in a muumuu and house shoes, and she came outside running down the street, running in the middle of the street, y'all. I guess trying to figure out what was going on. But I mean, you could clearly see what was going on, because that house was like ablaze. I mean, it was full on fire. Like hell had came down and just torched that house. And the mama, she was still driving. She was so embarrassed. She got in the car. I don't know if she was embarrassed or she was scared, but she got in the car and dipped the fuck out and left her daughter in the middle of the street. I'm sitting, I'm right here. I can see everything. I'm looking at my window. I'm watching everything. I'm watching the news people come in, the fire truck, the police, everyone. And I see her mama just dipped on her. She was gone. She was like, fuck her. They argue all the time. But yeah, she just dipped out. And I don't know. So anyway, The whole house got burnt down except the brick at the bottom. So they basically built that house. That's a brand new house from the brick up. But somebody see they leaving now. That's what she did. But I'm talking about she zipped out of the driveway so quick and was gone and left her daughter in the middle of the road. I was like, oh my, everybody was freaking out. I don't know, she thought her house was gonna catch on fire too, because that's just how bad it was. It was bad, y'all. And then, so my husband, he talked to the owners, because he, not the one I have now, but my old husband, he was very, very nosy, y'all. He was very nosy, and I think he was like a sociopath. But anyway, he, he had to figure out what was going on. He was out there too, talking to everybody in the middle of the road. But anyway, he came to the conclusion, he thinks that they set their house on fire on purpose to get the insurance money. Because, y'all, they had about 3 dogs and maybe 2 cats in that house. None of the animals were in there. No one was at home. Not only that, the day before it happened, we seen them carrying out like black garbage bags. But, we didn't think nothing of it. Hey, Hammock Mountain. We didn't think nothing of it because, we didn't know that the house was going to be on fire the next day. But we seen them carrying out black garbage bags. I did. And then the next day, the house was on fire. None of the animals were in the house. No one was at home. They took the animals out. Those are cute 34 nails. That pink and silver, that's super cute. So yeah, and then my ex-husband, he had talked to the owners, and he was like, yeah, we got the insurance money. We're about to move to Florida, And he was like, the way he was talking to him, it was like he got away with it. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah. He was like, we're about to move to Florida. It got approved. The insurance money got approved. Like, he was talking to him like, like they got away with something. He wasn't talking to him like, oh man, yeah, we lost all of our photos. We lost this, we lost that. He didn't say nothing about the animals, nothing. Like, he was just like, yeah, we got the insurance money. We're about to move to Florida. Like, I was just like, wow. And the way that house caught on fire, it was just, it wasn't like something sparked in the basement and it just all of a sudden happened, because it was like somebody did it on purpose, because it didn't like just come slowly. It was like you just looked out and the whole damn house was just burning the fuck. Like, it was a blaze. It was a blaze, y'all. Like, it was a blaze. I still got a video of it. Because I recorded. Came on and recorded it and posted it. But yeah, it was crazy, y'all. But I'm going to let y'all watch the snow. I'll be back. I'm finna,
Have a blessed night. Have a good day at work tomorrow if you got to go to work.
I ain't got to go to work today.
Stay positive. We are all in this together. We're going to help each other grow. We're going to love one another. I'm so sorry. We're going to love one another. We're going to be positive. We're going to show good vibes at all times. Okay? All right, y'all. Y'all like these nails? Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button.
Those are cute. Those are cute.
Keep helping your girl out. Get me up to that 500 subscribers. And I'm about to get off of here.
Yeah, that's 34 nails. We are doing what did I call it? A watch swap. Y'all need to do watch swaps with people. Like, I know YouTube probably hates me because I done came out with Binge Watch Wednesday. Now I'm talking about watch swapping, because that's going to help y'all get y'all's hours. And I know people do it. I know a lot of people do it, but they don't talk about it but I really feel like it should be normalized. Like, I mean, that's a lot of watch hours. If you don't get that 1K, subscribers, you might be able to get your watch hours before you get your 1K subscribers. And I feel like the watch hours are more important anyway. So if you can get you a watch swap buddy, that helps, like, so y'all can get together like once a week or twice a week. Yes, watch hours first. And then you can, if y'all, so what I did was, we both have Instagram. So we just message each other on Instagram. And I'm like, how many hours you want to do today? So she said 3. So she's doing 3 for me. I'm going to do 3 for her. And that's a watch swap, period. It's simple. So, like, yeah. And, like, even if you can't, like, literally sit down and watch that person on that day, like, I wouldn't be able to do it today if I had to go to work. But the only time I can really sit down and watch is on Binge Watch Wednesdays when I'm off. So, like, even if you can't watch, if you have to go to work, you can put their channel on. Yeah, Antoinette, you can just put their channel on. Like, and it's important to have a playlist too, y'all. So if y'all don't have a playlist, make you a playlist, because you can easily put it on one of their playlists. And on the playlist, it will continue to play. But if you just put it on their channel, then it might not stay on their channel. It might bounce to someone else. Or sometimes YouTube will ask if you're still watching and stuff like that. But if you have it on a playlist, and that playlist has, 10, 30-minute videos on it, that's hours right there. So make you a playlist. If you don't have one, start making you a playlist. The only thing you do is take that video, and it's going to say something like save to playlist, and then hit that button, and then you just make whatever you want to make it as, like acrylic application or bling tutorial, or tutorials or PRs or whatever, and then you just put those videos in your playlist, and before you know it, you'll have a whole bunch of playlists where people can watch you, and it makes it easier for you to get hours. So now, look at him. See, y'all, he get on my nerves. He always outside. Every time I want to do a video, it look like he done hurt himself. What is he doing? And they got young kids and stuff. Oh, Lord. I'm so glad that's what he get, because he always outside doing something all the time. They got young kids over there. I'm so glad my kids are grown. I'm so glad, y'all, because kids be getting my nerves. So now I'm going to put this on this, this is the Valentine's Day nail set. 34 nails. I'm going to do your watch me create a Mario Brothers Toad Valentine's Day nail design. So once I get through this one, that'll be your 3 hours, y'all. I mean, that'll be your 3 hours, 34 nails. And then I am going to do me a set myself. That's why I need another phone, because, like, I could literally be just doing a silent live and then, like, doing a nail set, but I can't because I don't have another phone. And I have the money to get it. I just don't want to get it right now. Yeah, I had put it up, Bert, to be a silent live, but then I started talking because I started seeing people come on. I was surprised anybody came on. Yeah, add more to your playlist, Hammock Mountain, because I had binge watched some of your channel too. I can't remember when it was, but I had let your channel play. I put it on a playlist, and I think I'll let your channel play all day, y'all. I don't care. If y'all ask me for some watch hours, I will give it to you. If you ask, you shall receive. I don't care. I will put your channel, because I have, like, I got the TV in my nail room. I got a TV in my room. I got a TV in the living room. And I got a TV downstairs in my workout room. So, yeah. I will put you on. and just let your channel play. I don't care. I'm here to help. I know everyone needs watch hours. Now, Binge Watch Wednesday is reserved for like my day to actually sit down and watch my subscribers. That's how I get to know my subscribers. And I binge watch their videos for 6 hours. And then after the 6 hours, I continue to let their channel play out. I know I'm no longer watching. I'm no longer listening, but I am continuing to let it play out, like literally for the rest of the day. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say 6+ hours. Bert, I believe your channel had played. I don't think I turned off your channel until I went to bed that night. So yeah. Where are y'all going? Where are y'all going with ladders on your car? Are you gonna go do some work? Yeah, Diane, Bert he sings and he can sing, y'all. He has a really good voice. And he sings those old songs too, you know, songs with meaning. You know, like music just ain't the same anymore, y'all. That's why I listen to some rap every now and then, but sometimes, you know, I gotta take it back to those 70 songs, those 80 songs, because music is just not the same anymore. Music is not the same. And I don't know if it'll ever be the same again. So yeah. Hey, Stress. Of course, Diane. Way better then. And all the good singers are dying out, have died out now. It's tragic. Y'all, I thought the world was coming to an end when Whitney died and then Michael Jackson died. I was like, oh my God. I thought the world was coming to, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. We lost Whitney and then we lost Michael Jackson too. I thought the world was coming to an end. I just knew for sure. I wanted to cry, especially when Whitney died. I think I did shed a small tear. It's kind of hard for me to cry, y'all, but I think I did like tear up a little bit. I don't know if anything actually came out, but I did tear up a little bit when Whitney died. And then when Michael Jackson died, I was just in shock. Like when Michael Jackson died, I don't think I cried, but I think I was just in a state of shock. Like, what? But he had done so much to his body. I think that's, you know, these famous people, you know, they're probably in constant pain all the time. You know, I couldn't imagine entertaining all the time like that. I'm sure they're in a lot of pain. So I think he was on those opiates. It's very dangerous, y'all. Opiates are dangerous. Okay? Do not do opiates. Do not do opiates. If you're in pain, just smoke a little weed. But don't get on no opiates, y'all. Them things are highly addictive. Yes, they are highly addictive. Okay. 34 Nails got some nice music for y'all. ADHD. Oh, that's different type of medicine though. That's for ADHD. Now, if a regular person took medicine for ADHD and they don't have ADHD, it gives them energy. Yeah, I know all about them pills. Okay? I told y'all how I was raised. Like, I was raised around all that stuff. So, I know about all that stuff. I know about it. Right, yeah. And I know some girls back in the day, they used to take that what? I forgot how to say it. ADHD medicine, yeah. To get energy. Nope. I'm gonna let y'all ADHD people have y'all's own medicine. Yeah, the Adderall. Is that adding Adderall. Yeah, them Adderalls. Bert, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I took one time. I took one time because I had to go. I had to go. Don't judge me, y'all. I took one time because I was like, it's an ADHD. I ain't got that. I mean, it's got to be harmless, you know. So I had to go out of town to get to the storage unit to get all this furniture out of this storage. Yeah, because you got it. So it works the way it's supposed to work for you, Bert. So I needed the energy. So I had to go out of town. I had to get all this stuff out the storage by myself. I had to get a U-Haul. I had to get all this stuff by myself. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and take this ADHD pill so I can get some energy. Y'all, it gave me so much energy. I was like superwoman. I had so much energy. But guess what it did when it wore off? It gave me the worst migraine of my life. When it wore off, oh my gosh, Bert. When it wore off, my head was like ringing. My head was ringing, and my head, if I could have blown my head off, I would have blown my head off. It was so bad, and I never took another one. No, it was worse than a hangover. It was worse. Your mind is flexed constantly. Yeah, it was worse than any hangover. It was like a horrible migraine. Hey, Chris. Yeah, it was worse. It was like a horrible. Like I could hear the ringing in my head. It was so loud, and it was just, I don't know. It was terrible. So yeah, that's why we're not supposed to take medicine that's not prescribed to us. But you know, we do stupid stuff sometimes. Stupid stuff sometimes. But yeah, y'all, it's crazy. It's good to teach your kids these things. I had talked to mine about these pills and stuff because, you know, there's so much out there that's fake that they're pressing. And mine actually knew. I was surprised. I was glad, you know, that they knew, but I was like, you ain't doing the shit, are you? Because you a little bit too educated. And, you know what I'm saying? My kids ain't grow up like how I grew up. Shit, I came up from the dirt. Like, they got it easy. You know what I mean? Because the way I had it, I didn't want them to go through that. So I've been keeping them stable, you know. I've been living in this house for almost 20 years. So, yeah. I try to keep them stable on the right path. But they hear about how I grew up, and I feel like they want to taste that life. And I'm like, no, you don't want to taste that life. Trust me, you don't want to taste that life. There's nothing out there. Right, exactly, Bert. We trying to help you get on another level. And y'all want to try to taste that life. For what? There's nothing out there. But if y'all know teenagers, y'all know y'all can't tell them nothing. It was very different. It was very different. Like, man, these kids so soft these days. They done grew up in like a tech society. Like, everything is just at their fingertips. That's why they feel like they know everything, but they don't, because they haven't experienced it. It's one thing to Google it and see how something does something, or, you know, any type of information that you want to know, you can Google it, but it's another thing to actually live it. Yes, that too. That too. And they see it, Bert. So, but I think a lot of our kids are wising up to it, you know. They're seeing that, you know, a lot of these rappers and stuff like that, they done got killed. They done died from these opiates and promoting this stuff. Like, this stuff ain't no joke. This stuff is no joke. He over there throwing snowballs. But yeah. So yeah, we try to they think they know everything. One thing about a teenager, they don't listen. Hey Norbella. They don't listen, y'all. They gonna do what they wanna do. So there's no point in really talking because I've already went through all that. Like, them teenager days are over for me. It gets better as they get older. When they become young adults, that's when they start wanting your advice and they start listening to you. And then it's like by that time, you don't even want to talk to them anymore because you done talked to them blue in the face when they were teenagers, preteens, and teenagers, and they didn't listen to shit that you said. They actually did the opposite most of the time. Maybe they listened to you, once in a blue moon, but you done talked to them so much so you're blue in the face, and then by the time they're young adults, now they want your advice. And I'm just like, Google it, like, go look it up, like, because I'm tired of talking. At that time, you're tired of talking. You've been talking for years. You've been talking for years. You're tired of talking. All I do is pray. I pray. I be like, I ask the Holy Spirit to talk to my kids. The Holy Spirit, please talk to my kids because I'm done talking. I'm done. I am done. I am done talking. They gonna have to figure it out on their own. They better think back to all the times I was talking because I just can't do it no more, y'all. I don't like when people ask me a whole bunch of questions. I don't. And my husband asks me 150 questions a day. And I'll just be like, ooh, if you ask me one more question, if you ask me one more motherfucking question, ooh, Lord. I can't do it, y'all. Because they don't listen. Yeah, and the boys are worse. The boys are worse because they're slower. Antoinette, boys are slower. They are slower than girls. Yeah. Yep, Diane. My kids know everything about how I was raised. Man. It's a lot, too. It's a lot. Having kids ain't no joke. And I had my second one without any type of medicine, y'all. And after I had him, I told them to tie my tubes up right now. Because I thought I was going to die. Like, I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die, y'all. It was painful. The pain was so bad that I can't even remember how it felt. Because when your body goes through so much pain, your mind blocks it out so that you can't remember it anymore. It's a way for the body to protect your mind. So if you go through childhood trauma, a lot of the trauma that you went through, you're not going to remember it because it's a way. There's FedEx, y'all. They still delivering. They still delivering. The post office is still delivering. See, we still got to deliver. I couldn't do that every day, y'all. I only do it on the weekends. I'm a sub. I couldn't do that every day. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of labor. But yeah, your mind will block it out just to protect you, your sanity, But I had did some shadow work a few years back. It's probably been about 7-8 years ago. I had did some shadow work. And I was praying. I wanted to know. I wanted everything that had went through as a child to come back to my memory. Like I wanted to know about it, you know, and he did. He made me go through certain situations to where it brought the memories back. Like for an example, I had went downtown. At one point I was thinking about selling my house, so I was looking at some houses, and the houses downtown, y'all, they're like old, like they used to be old crack houses. They're like those really big houses, you know, like how they used to build houses back in the day, like those really huge big houses. And so they're basically restoring those houses. And so I went downtown to look at one of those houses, and it was in the summertime, and I was going up. We went in the house, and it was like a small narrow stairway that went all the way up. It went all the way up. It was like real narrow, just like enough for you to get your body up the stairway. And it was like the more you kept going up, the hotter it got. And like it just hit me, like when we was about halfway up the steps, it just, a memory from my childhood, it just hit me. Like it was so clear, y'all. It was so clear. It just hit me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so I had called my sister. She's not my blood sister, but we grew up together. I had called her, and I told her, you know, what had came back to my memory, and she confirmed it for me that it was true, because she was old. She's, how much older is she? She's probably like 7 years older than me. So of course she remembers a lot of stuff that was going on when I was like a baby, or when I was like maybe 4 or 5, that I don't quite know if I remember it. Maybe, you know. So yeah, she told me, she confirmed that, yep, that was real. That was real. I was like, oh my gosh. And that was during the time when I was, you know, doing my shadow work, and I was asking God to bring all those childhood trauma memories back to me. And he did. And when I did, like when it all came back, y'all, I started to realize it started to hit me, like the reason why I am the way I am. Like, you know, we all have our certain niches of like certain things we don't like, and we don't know why we don't like it, or certain things, you know, we just can't deal with in life, which for some people it might not be a big deal at all, but for you it's like, I just can't deal with it. You know, it could be something simple for someone else. Hey cutie, hey, how's the weather where you're at, cutie? Because I know you're far off in some distant land. I forgot where you're at, but I know you're. How are you doing? What's it doing there? I know, Q, I haven't seen you in so long. It's snowing here. It never snows here. So we're just chilling. You just got off work. What time is it there? It's early here, I think. Yeah, it's still early here. Are you on a different shift? What shift are you on? Are you on second shift or third shift? I know the time is different though where you're at. It's 6 p.m. Oh wow. Mm-mm. It's not, it's early here. But yeah, y'all. So I just started to really see why I am the way I am. And like if it was bad, I had to actually, you know, work on it. I had to consciously work on it. Bye, Bert. Have a good day. But I think it's so cool, though. I know they have this book out now. It's something like a shadow book or something like that. Hey, Alicia. But I've already done my shadow work. It's not that hard, really. And a lot of it is just examining yourself and trying to figure out your toxic ways. Like, you know, we all have some toxic ways, and those toxic ways most likely come from some type of childhood trauma. You don't know the way why you are the way you are. That's right. Yep, QT, that's what I'm talking about. I've been talking about all kinds of stuff. But yeah, that's very important. It's very important to learn your toxic, what is it about you that's toxic, you know, because we all have toxicity. I don't think I'm toxic anymore, y'all. I used to be real bad. I used to be real toxic. Yeah, I used to love to argue, all that good stuff, but not anymore. Hey, DJ Tanya Renee. She's so pretty, y'all, Renee. Well, yeah, I used to be real toxic. But once you actually, you know, figure out what's going on with you, why you are the way you are, you actually have to, first, you have to realize that you have a problem. This is not like a drug problem. Like some people just have, some people's toxic ways is from alcohol addiction or drug addiction, and then that is a whole, that's, you know, that's a whole nother subject. But I'm just talking about, like, you know, you're not on drugs, you're not on alcohol, you're not addicted to anything, but like the other small toxic things, that maybe your attitude, maybe, you know, just small things like that, that it's just certain things about you that you can't deal with, and it don't be nothing. It be something that anybody can deal with, but for you it's a problem. For you, it is an issue. You know, maybe it's like you can't tell somebody you love them, or you can't hug somebody. For someone else, that's very easy to do. Anybody can hug somebody, anybody can say I love you. But for you, it's so hard for you to do that, and you don't understand why you can't do that. Bye, QT. Get you some rest, girl. Get you some rest. Be safe. And come and do a video if you can soon. Give us an update. I'm glad you stopped in. Let us know everything's still okay and you're doing well. Even if you just have to hold the phone and just come in and give us a little update. Like, let us know. You know, we know you don't have everything there that you need to actually, you know, do a video, but come in and talk to us for a minute when you can. But yeah, y'all, you might not be able to say I love you. You might not be able to give somebody a hug, and people are looking at you like, ooh, what's wrong with her? Like, you know, why is that so hard for her? And people don't understand it. You may have just been raised in a household that never did that, so it's hard for you to do that. People don't understand. That's why you have to be kind to everyone, because you never know what somebody has been through. You just never know. I used to work for a company. It was basically like a jail for juveniles, from 13 to 18. And those kids, they love me to death, y'all. They love me to death. They used to tell me everything. I was a tech, which was basically like a counselor, but they used to tell me everything. And those kids had been through hell. I'm talking about those kids had been through so much. This one girl told me that, you know, they were all from the same town, which was very high traffic with drugs, with opiates and stuff like that, just heroin, and you know, and all their parents or whoever had custody of them, they were all on drugs. You know, they were just terrible. And they used to have visitation, and we used to literally have to if they were on good behavior, they used to be able to leave with whoever would come and pick them up. And when they came back, we used to literally have to search them, like if they were in a real adult jail. We used to have to search them because they would be trying to sneak in stuff. Like the parents would give them drugs or cigarettes or just anything. Like, it's just terrible. This one girl, she had told me that I believe she was in a living room with her parents, and they were all shooting up, all of them. She ain't nothing but, like, at the time, I think she said she was 14. And then she was in the living room with her dad and her mom, or it was either her mom or her stepdad. And they were all in there doing drugs together. And the stepdad had overdosed and actually died. And the mom had made her help get him out the living room. And I think she said that her mom started digging in her backyard and was making her dig in the backyard trying to bury him. It was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. And I believe it. I believe it because I done seen stuff like that too. Like, so these kids, they done been through hell. Some of those kids had been through a lot. Now, some of them hadn't really been through much. Some of them were just in there for weed, you know, and they probably were just being bad in school and probably kept getting kicked out of school and stuff like that. So their mother or their grandmother, whoever had custody of them, had put them, you know, over in that facility, which is like a mini jail. I can't really say the name of what it's called, but yeah. It's crazy, y'all. The snow is slowing down. But I might come back on later if it starts to, if we get some more snow, if it starts to, hey now, goddess, you missed the really big fluffy pieces of snow. It'll probably start back up again. But if it does, I will really do a silent live, y'all. I will really do a silent live. I don't know what got into me. Y'all had me talking. Like, y'all came on here. I was shocked that anybody came on here, so y'all got me talking. But, and look, I ain't trying to do no nail set or nothing. And I, with no problem at all, came on and went widescreen. Any other time I'm trying to go widescreen on live, YouTube just gives me a problem. It's just, they never let me go widescreen. And I know how to do it. I know how to do it now, but they don't ever want me to click the wide. They won't let it go live on widescreen. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's because too many people are going live at one time or what, but I ain't having any problems doing it this time. So if I come back on, y'all, it's going to be a silent live. But thank you guys for coming in and chatting with me for a little while. I had fun talking to you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.